Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Coffee and Craft with me, Laura.
Me, Alison.
And
me, Daniel. And
in the background. Having a little bit of a kick back and chill. Wine is
he's very relaxed back here.
He is a bit chilled, isn't he?
That's an ultra relaxed.
I know.
Pose,
he's on
my dressing gown.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
so
you.
We can hear ourselves.
That's you on your laptop. He's come in here, he's relaxing and doing that, and he's got his volume on full blast on his laptop.
How dare you?
I know.
How very dare you. Anyway, we hope you're okay today, guys. It's a bit milder here today in South Wales. It's that little bite of the air is gone. But the woman in the garage this morning, when I filled up my petrol, said it's going to get really cold Friday, apparently.
Oh,
Baltic conditions. It's that Daniel, it is.
It's not me now, is it?
It's your fault, Dan. That's who I'm going to blame. That's what I'm going to stick with.
Yeah, I heard that. It's getting cold by the weekend.
It is, yeah. So you never know. We might have a bit of snow.
Who knows?
There's a little bit of snow.
It's a wrap-up on.
Yeah.
I'm here with my Ribena today.
Got a bit of a cold, have you?
No, I just like Ribena.
Just like
hot Ribena. It's a very wintry drink, I think.
I thought you had like a nice. I like a hot squash with a bit of honey when I'm a bit full up, but because I was ill a couple of weeks ago, wasn't I? And then I started drinking hot toddies, and now it's just like my favourite drink.
Hot toddies?
Oh yeah, Dan.
What's that?
It's a bit of whiskey.
Right.
Like 1 part whiskey, 3 parts hot water, squeeze a lemon, spoon of honey. Oh,
it is
it is there.
No, yeah.
Obviously, well, I would if I could get away.
In a flask, just take it away.
Little hip flask in my bag.
I don't like whiskey, but I do like give it honey and lemon.
Oh, I love it. I'm like hooked on it now. Every Friday night, then I'm like, oh, I'll have a hot toddy leg.
It's not really an ailment helper anymore if you're having it every week.
Every Monday.
What I'm hoping is that it'll just ward off any germs before they get to me.
Exactly.
That's my entire reason for it.
Of course.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you haven't had any extra since then, so if anything, it's working.
Dan.
So
some people say an apple a day.
So
they say
a hot whiskey,
you know, with a bit of lemon.
I mean, I don't think those people are doctors, but you know, you never know.
Probably all in AA, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. What's your favourite remedy? Is it alcohol? Is it?
Well, seeing as it's coming up to Christmas, what's your favourite tipple? That's what I'd like to know. It's like I've never had a hot toddy before a couple of weeks ago.
Changed your life.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe we can branch out here and try a few Christmassy drinkies.
Could do, can we?
Is it? We're gonna have a taste test on one of our lives.
So good, wouldn't it?
Are there special Christmas cocktails out there?
Yeah.
Let us know, guys. What's your favourite Christmas drink?
Maybe.
I'd love to know.
Snowballs are kind of
Christmas
classic.
Day, my mum does snowballs. I don't even like them that much. We just
I don't like them, but
we still drink them.
Yeah.
I think that was what I had when I was, when I was very young, before I was able to drink, should I say.
Yeah.
It started off at Snowballs, then it went to Baby Sham and things like that.
I mean, I think for me, Christmas Day normally consists of Bucks Fizz. That's the kind of standard. Or
that's the Christmas lunch, though, isn't it?
Yeah. No, Christmas morning, that is.
Oh yeah, Christmas morning.
Well, I think
when you get out to bed,
I think they're called mimosas in the US, though.
Are they?
I think, yeah.
Oh, is that what a mimosa is?
I think so. Orange juice with some champagne or sparkling wine or something, I guess. I'm not really sure. One of the two, I think.
I have heard of mimosa, but I didn't know what it was.
I've heard the word.
I think it is. Anyway, let us know of anyone in the US.
Yeah,
but yeah, Coffee and Craft, on the other hand, it's not just talk about remedies and alcohol and everything else.
The word coffee's in there, so we're allowed to talk about beverages.
Hot beverages,
as well, okay?
yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we've had a few questions through. Which one would you like to start with today?
Shall we start off with this one?
The jewel pocket?
The jewel pocket.
Yes, so Regina. Hey, Regina, I know I said you would put it on this morning, so hopefully you're watching. You wanted a little demo on the jewel pocket bag, and because this was it's not it was free with the magazine, wasn't it?
It was with, I've brought it all along for you to see, because maybe you've put it on your shelf, and
but you can still buy these anyway, so they are.
I don't know whether you can or not.
You can find them on the internet.
Oh,
there are still places who've got them. So even if you were looking for it, you can still get it in certain retailers.
Sometimes the publishing company does backdated orders, don't they? So that would be Practical Publishing.
Yeah.
So if you contacted those, I think this was the first issue. I'm just trying to see.
Yeah.
I got a feeling it was the first one. It doesn't say anything on here.
First one?
This was the first issue, was
Pay
it?
attention.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3 is back
It
in
was
the
the
room.
first
all
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
reading the comments, a lot of people talking about the samosa thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Samosas are
Mimosa.
different.
Mimosa.
Samosa.
You're not even reading the
Quite
comments.
spicy. Yeah, I think that was the first one.
I got a feeling it was. It doesn't say anything on...
What's the gift? What was the gift?
The gift was the little bag. I'm
And
sure
somebody
that
wanted
was
a little
the
demo
first
on it.
demo.
I think it was.
The first magazine.
Maybe someone at home knows.
I'm sure you will.
It's interesting, it's a little box. I thought it was a little-
It is a little box.
Oh yeah, something a little different to that. Maybe. Carry on.
Anywho,
Yes, anywho.
So if you have the magazine, inside the front of it is a little demo of how to put it together. So I'll do a very brief explanation today.
they're quite quick and easy to make, these little ones, aren't they?
They're beautiful. I mean, especially if you make jewellery, you could put a little credit card, you know, the money cards in them, something like
a
that.
little voucher card or something, yeah.
So I've taken the outer die. It's a verso die. So this is the little outer die. And you've also got a little bow, you've got a tag, you've got little ribbon threader dies and a beautiful panel. And if you buy the magazines, the Tonic magazines, everything in there is related around the die that you have with it. Plus you have some stamps with it, some papers, an embossing folder. So they are very, very good value for money for getting ideas as well. To put the little hole in, to put your thread through, there is a little die that has got the hole in, so you would need to cut that as well. So for speed this morning, I've just cut the outer shape. So you need to cut 2. And as always, we need to crease all the folds. So you're going to cut off one of the bases because you're only going to need one. No, I'm fibbing to you. I am fibbing. I am fibbing to you. Because you do need the 2 because they overlap. It's been a while since I made these, as you can see. Right, so we've got a little tab on the side that I'm going to pop the glue on. So it's a little bit of glue just down the edge. And this is our, as always, deluxe adhesive. So we're just going to line that up, hold it for a second, just to give the glue a chance to work. And then, if you are gluing 3D boxes, if you slightly offset them, it means that you can press down on the tab on both sides. Otherwise, you're gluing in mid-air, and it's not good to. It doesn't make it easy, should I say? So that's the 2 sides done, and then your base. Whoops, hang on, it's not ready to be moved yet. So we'll pop a little bit, give it a little bit more time. On the base then, you've got 2 little tabs. So we're going to pop a little bit of glue on those. And on the other side. And we're going to tuck those in. If I had cut off one of the bases, it wouldn't really have mattered because we would have still had a base on the box. So a little bit of glue on the bottom, push your tab in,
And hey presto.
and hey presto, there is your box made.
See how that is so fast.
It is quick, it is quick. There we are. You can use double-sided tape if you want to, it's whatever your preference is.
These could be nice little favour boxes for weddings and stuff
They
as
could,
well, you know.
they could. And because they're small, you know, you could put those mints that you eat after a certain time in there.
It's
Being a bit
between 7 and 9.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
They're
Something
yeah.
like
lethal
that.
for me, they are.
Yeah.
I could just finish off
just-
an entire box
nice
of them. They're
little
just so
coffee with
easy
them.
to eat, aren't they? They're lethal.
So
You
could
can't eat them before that certain time. Though.
Well, you
Yeah,
shouldn't,
shouldn't
really,
no.
should you?
It's implied, and put
That's
everywhere on
right,
the box.
that's when you've
so,
got to have them. So if you put the little hole die in, you could put a ribbon through the top and that would be your box done. Or you can take off one of these little flaps, fold the other one over, whoops, or if you leave it on, it'll give a slight little layer. And that's another way of doing it.
So there we
So
are.
hopefully that's helped you.
Yep.
I've forgotten the name, Regina. Hopefully that's helped you, Regina, and hopefully it's helped anybody else who's struggling as well. So that's
Cool.
the first one.
There we
done.
go.
Coolio.
That's our lovely little jewel box.
You know, someone said like about eggnog.
Eggnog.
What is eggnog? I've
I-
never known
I've
what
never
this is.
tried it.
I
What is it?
personally haven't tried it either. I think it's something. It's a dairy product.
I don't
of
even know what
some
it
sort.
is.
It's like it's
So
a different.
American Christmas drink though, isn't
It's
it?
like milk with eggs.
Oh, it can't be milk and egg, Dan.
I
It's
have
probably
no
milk,
idea.
eggs, and something like a whiskey, I would imagine.
It's got something in there though as well that makes it
A whiskey or a
bearable. I think.
brandy
Yeah.
or
Let me
Like
have
a
a look.
raw egg.
It might be. It
I've
might
been on
be.
YouTube, by the way, guys. Got Lion Team's there. Morning, guys. Michelle Ramixon says, good morning. Stayed up late making Christmas cards. Sleepy now. Bev Huntington's there as well. And Lisa John as well.
Yeah, eggnog. Made with milk, cream, sugar, whipped egg whites, and egg yolks, and in some contexts distilled spirits such as brandy, rum, or bourbon.
Do you know, I might give that a whirl at Christmas.
Yeah,
But that
Yeah.
sounds like custard.
it does. It is. It is. I think apparently it's supposed to be. It's like rich, chilled, sweetened, creamy dairy-based beverage.
I wouldn't mind giving it a
Okay.
try, mine. just
And
to try
eggnog
it.
with cinnamon, as the picture shows there.
Oh, I
apparently,
do like
is
a
very
bit of
nice.
Howard
cinnamon.
would like that. Would
Yeah,
she? With
yeah.
her cinnamon.
Big fan of cinnamon, apparently.
I love cinnamon.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I don't like it with everything. I like it with apples.
It's about as much as I can
Yeah.
tolerate, I think. As
The
well.
whiskey we buy has got cinnamon in it. So with a hot toddy, you get that
You're
little
just,
bit of
you're
a...
just whiskey talking today. Have you
Oh.
been sponsored by Toddy?
You've been up to Penderyn about.
Whiskey talk this morning. Have
It
you
is a
had
bit,
some already?
isn't it? It is a bit.
Christmas vibe.
Red,
It's
red
Christmas.
nose.
Yeah, red nose.
Paper bag.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Slurring your words.
It's
Just-
Christmas.
yeah.
That's what it's all about, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's all
And,
about
you
a
know-
little toddy.
Usually
Yeah.
I buy a nice bottle of Tia Maria at Christmas.
Ooh.
Changed it
la-di-da.
up this year.
Yeah.
So there we are. What have we got
It'll be
next, Dan?
gone. We've got
Both got
our
well
cracker
coffee
day.
as well. So,
Cracker day.
Can't remember who asked for this. Was it Lisa? I got a feeling. It may have been Lisa. She wanted to know how to make our original cracker.
the Ridge. It's
Now
quite
they're
old. Where's-
not available anymore, but again, they may be out there in the trade.
It's
so who
quite
knows?
an old eye. I don't think it is.
There
And
may be
I've-
some old stock available
Maybe.
somewhere.
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember them. The last of them going quite a while ago.
Oh
so
dear.
they could be still around, but fairly unlikely.
Okay.
Fairly unlikely. But
But
could
you
be.
may have them in your
Yes,
stash.
yes, exactly.
So, and you may also have other brands of crackers out there, and you think, well, how do I put them? So I'm just going to roll it. This is 240 GSM, and it may well be a little bit thick for this cracker because it's not bending that easily. So the other way you can do it is bend it off the side of your table, and that will give you a curl. I would possibly use something a little bit thinner.
Maybe
but
some
that-
Craft Perfect 216.
216 would possibly have been better.
Yeah.
So there are some little lines on here we need to crease where our little diamond pattern is, and then there's another little crease above it and below it. So what I'm doing, I am doing a valley and a mountain fold. So I will show you my valley and mountain. I'm not showing you very well, am I? Okay, so what we've got a valley. That's right, I've got to think of this. No, that one's a mountain. It's a long time since I've done these as well. I should have done one to practice. Right, mountain, valley, mountain. And that will make your little bit where you tie your cracker together. So again, same on the other side. So it's mountain And then a valley is right in the centre of your little diamonds. And then underneath that then is another, like I say, I would have used a thinner card if I'd thought about it. But I didn't really think. It was just the first card I pulled out this morning. So you could use your scoring board to put these lines in as well. And to make it easier, you've got little flaps on the edge. Just fold them in. Fold the both sides in.
It's a good little project for this time of year.
It is a good
as well.
project
So,
for this time of year. That's what I thought it would be a good one to do.
yeah, because we do, like I said, I'm not sure of if you could find this anymore. If you've got this already, great, but you might be able to find it still. I think it's something like 374E,
Yeah, it's the old
something like
crocodile,
that. Yeah, so 373E, something like that. But we do also have another crocodile that's a fairly new one. Came out last year. Or this year?
This year.
This year we
This
had.
year,
Yeah, so that was, it's a slightly bigger one. But yeah,
and it's in two halves, that
yeah.
one is.
The 1817E, that one is.
taking my job off me.
But the one that's in two
Sent out
halves,
next one down.
Yeah.
you can put a pull in it and it will pull apart
Yes,
then.
yeah,
This
yeah.
one, you could do a perforation line around the middle. Okay, so where I folded in both ends, we're just going to pop that through the little hole, turn it over, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue just on the back of those tabs. Now I don't think you can get in there.
Oh, it was Sarah who asked about
Was
it. She
it
said,
Sarah?
she asked about this, so she found when she tried to close it, the diamonds ripped.
All right. Hold on.
Is that like thickness of cards, maybe?
It
Or-
could be that you're pulling it too tight. If you tie it too tight, then they will rip. Now, again, I think it's because I've got too thick a card here that is springy.
Wow, some people have still got the original papers that came with it.
Wow.
Whoa,
I
there.
haven't even used those yet.
So I don't know whether you can see inside there now, but I've opened out those little tabs. And again, we would repeat that on each of them.
God, I haven't seen those papers for so long. They've
They were, that was before I started
Yeah.
here.
I remember them, but I not when I was here. I remember seeing them, but
There we are.
we
So we're
launched
gonna
them
See,
Pop
that's
that
some
one in.
hardcore tonic
that
craft
is
right there.
that is
From the
wicked.
beginning.
And pop your hand in just to pull those little bits out. It can be a little bit on the fiddly
Yeah,
side.
it's quite a fiddly one. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit springy, that's what it is. But we're going to come on to another question about that as well, about the card
Springiness.
stock, springy card. So again, a little bit of glue and open the tabs out. Maybe this is why we don't make it anymore.
It's a bit fiddly, isn't it?
There we go. So I've opened all that out.
Technology's come a long way.
So
in
when
dice.
you're going to tie this now, I wouldn't tie those too tight. You're going to have an opening. If you can see right down that cracker, you are not going to seal that opening up. So if you've got something small in there, I would slot in a little circle of card, and then that will prevent your gift then from falling out. But don't tie them too tight, because you can rip these diamonds, because they're meant to be pulled.
Mhm.
So hopefully that's helped you, Sarah. So I would fold back the tabs and tie them. I haven't got a bit of ribbon here.
Do you make your own crackers?
haven't
for
got ribbon
Christmas,
with you?
Al, or do you buy them?
We buy them usually.
Yeah,
Because
So-
I haven't got time, that's the only
yeah there's
thing.
a lot of work in here
Use
just
a
to
bit
rip
of
them
twine.
apart.
You got some twine up there.
You could do. You haven't got ribbon with you.
I didn't bring any ribbon, I did
Oh,
that.
I thought you'd always have
have
ribbon.
any
ribbon?
I thought you'd always have ribbon on you. So,
Well,
Just always goes
Just
on with
always.
ribbon.
On
I'm
like
not
little-
getting my knicker elastic out today.
I was expecting like little holsters, like gun holsters. You just like whip them out,
Well,
ribbon
knows?
everywhere.
hopefully we've helped you there.
Sabine's got a quick question here. She said, how
Okay.
long will the Nouveau glitter accents need to dry? Wondering if I can take them with me tomorrow, using them in the afternoon and then need to take them home with us. So she's probably asking like if she takes them to doing like a craft event or something.
They take a bit longer than
they do take a
crystal
little bit
drops
long.
and stuff, don't they? Generally, don't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Depends
But
how
you
long.
can mould them if you've got the glitter accents. You can mould them into icicles and things.
What would you say, like?
The crystal drops won't do that.
No. What's about probably about 20 minutes, half hour?
I would leave it for about an hour, half hour to an hour. You should be okay.
Especially
then.
depending on how thick you do them and everything.
Yeah. It's going to depend on.
You bet with drops in general, you're better and glitter accents as well. You're generally erring on the side of caution the majority of the time, just to be on the safe side.
If you're going to take them in the car, if you're making them at a group, put them on the back shelf. Make sure they're all nice and sturdy, or take a little box with you.
Yeah.
That you can put them all flat, that they're not going to move, or a tray or something.
Yeah.
And put that on your back seat. And then hopefully they'll be okay by the time you get home.
Yeah. So there we are. Do we have any more out?
We do have some more. And again, I didn't write the names down, so I do apologise. We have, this is Tracy Sutton. I know this one is Tracy. Right, I'm just going to get a trimmer.
It's minded.
As the Ribena goes everywhere.
We've got to fix
And
this
the
table.
desk.
Oh, it's all spilled. Well, I want to make a big mess on it on the
Look,
other
I've
day.
got a nice circle now.
You touch it and the whole thing goes.
He's going to shoot me by it.
I know.
Sorry.
I said never to use this table top because they'd only get ruined.
But you could like put some sticky back things or something so it grips a little bit. No?
It's a bit of an edge to it then.
John
you know?
just wants people to fling it everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, Tracy had a question. She's been making Kensington bags, which we love. And she had a question that she was using 350 GSM to put the handles on, and even though she was gluing them with a glue gun, they were pinging off. So I've got two pieces of card here. This is a 350 GSM. This is a 240. So this one is a lot more playable and mouldable than the 350. The 350 kind of wants to go in its own place. It doesn't want to be moulded, and as I'm turning, I'm having to put a lot of pressure on that to keep it in a handle shape. The 240 will do it on its own basically, and that's why. It's because this wants to return to its original shape, and that's why it's pinging off your bags.
I suppose it's just like you can go even thinner still, I guess, even like 216 for example for handles. I imagine it's not like, because I mean the handles themselves don't need to be
you're not going to carry it around.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I mean not even 216 you'd still carry it round actually, but I mean as long as you're not loading it full of stuff. But
exactly. I mean the bags are only little anyway, so you're only going to put a bag of sweets or something.
Don't put heavy rocks in there.
Yes.
I mean that's
do that.
Yeah.
And again, this tends to crease more than fold. So you've got a nice little bend line in it, where the 240 will just bend and go wherever you want to. So hopefully, I mean, if you've got 350, use it for construction. So if you wanted to construct your bag with 350, then that would be fine, because it would give you a lovely sturdy bag. But I would put the handles as a 240, and they would bend better for you. So the next one I have, I may need to do a bit of cutting, so I best move this Ribena out the way.
Before we end up with red everywhere.
I know.
Have a nice red.
New
Because
floor.
I'm kind of having one of those days today. This one was, now I thought this was Sarah, but maybe I've got it wrong. Sarah had bought the plush peony. This is the die. It comes with little flowers as well. And she wanted to know, there are two outer dies with the plush peony. Let's take them off here and then maybe you can see them better. This is your inside cut, and that does all your pretty work. Then you've got two outer dies. One that kind of comes halfway around, and the other one then that goes it goes edge to edge. So that one cuts your shape out. This one leaves it in the card, but leaves it with a little bit of a fold. And that's what she was stuck with.
Right.
She wanted to know what sort of folds to use to make a card with this. So I kind of came up with two different designs for you. So there's this one here that will leave, there's your pattern in the centre. So I've cut either side and I've scored where the die finishes, and then it will stand up like
I
that.
suppose it's kind of like a flip-flop, is it?
It is like a flip-flop.
Kind of.
It is.
Yeah.
Semi flip-flop.
So it's semi-flip-flop.
The two
Just the one
sides-
flip. Yeah.
No flop.
No flop.
Exactly. The two sides you can trim to as short or as long as you want. So I've brought some cardstock with me, so I thought I would show you
Can't take you anywhere, Laura.
how I've made it. I'm just ignoring this.
It's kind of funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tickle me.
Yeah.
Can I have a little bit of tape from round the corner, please?
Yes.
So, no, the little one with the blue centre to stick the
Oh yes,
that's
I
the
got
one.
Come on.
That's the one.
Then you go start with me, Lewis.
Come on.
Right,
Tape.
so this card is right in the centre of my cardstock. But like I say, you can cut that down if you want to. Let me just get a few bits and bobs here.
What's the best weight card for boxes?
It's a big question, that, I think.
It depends how big your box is. The bigger the box, the heavier the cardstock you're going to need. If you're only doing a little dinky box, then 240 is fine, even 216 is fine. But if you're going up to the great big humongous kaleidoscope boxes, I would say 240 would be okay if you're putting layers on it, or go to a 300.
The bigger the box, the thicker the card.
Yeah. So there we are. Right, so how did I cut this? Where did I cut the die again? So I'm using a scoreboard that has got, just so that I can see where I'm scoring. So this is in the centre of my card. And I'm just going to stick that in place. And I know the other bit I didn't bring was a scoring tool, but never mind, we'll manage.
We always do, Al.
Yeah.
We'll manage. So let me just move that out the way and bring this in. Whoops.
There might be one on the shelf by there, because we've got
What are you
some
looking for?
spares. Scoring tool, the creaser.
Doesn't
thing.
matter if I have
Got to
one.
get a table tidy down here with all that stuff in.
I
You
know,
really do. Like,
I know.
If you haven't seen the table tidy, it's a really good storage
Yeah.
thing. It's inexcusable, really, we don't have it here. But Ali's got one upstairs. 'Cause she
I
keeps all
have
her
got one
crafts up.
upstairs.
She's got about 3 upstairs, just keeping everything up there. So we'll get one down here and have duplicates, so you got everything up here and down here, Ali, so you don't.
I don't know if we've got the room for that, have we?
Not 3 anyway.
No.
Not 1.
The
I
one
got
will
it.
do,
I got a
Yeah.
spare table tidy upstairs if you want it.
because I only need one
Nailed
of
that.
everything.
Have that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the centre of our card. And we're going to use the die that cuts it short. So,
Do you want the orange today, Al, will you?
yeah, we're feeling a little bit into tonic today.
Yeah.
Going all out on the tonic
Tonic
colours.
colours.
It was what was on my desk, actually.
No, it's
Not like
purpose.
me, is
You
it?
deliberately picked them out because of the good colour brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So that there.
And then this is the one that cuts not all the way through.
This doesn't
but
cut all the way through. It just cuts a little bit.
Just to make an
Shy.
indentation, is it?
That's it. No, it does cut it,
just
but
not.
it doesn't cut to both ends. So there, if you look there,
Yeah.
it's still attached at both ends there. So turn it around and we're going to repeat on the other side. You need to try and get these lines so they are roughly at the same point, top and bottom. There we go.
So then one more through the tangerine and then that bit's pretty much done then.
That's it. That is it.
Then you've got that flip card. Not flop card.
That's it. So we'll show you how I created the rest of it. Okay. So that now has created the centre of my card. So to get it to, I'll tell you what I'm going to use. Line it up at the bottom of your scoreboard. And I am just going to put a little bit of a score. No, that's not going to do it. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Death by dice there.
That wasn't
Pulling it
intentional.
at my throat then. It's like a flipping... It's like
That's what they all say. I was innocent.
Apologies.
You're stuck in my hair.
Sorry, my darling.
Do you know what would be nice on this? It's like, you know the poinsettia flowers we do? They were stuck onto the
Little bits.
where the flowers are.
Need to get that
So
table
this
stuck
will
down there, I
crease
reckon.
then, just where we've got
right
the
on the funny
fold.
bone that
I am
did.
so sorry.
Not you.
So there's the
wasn't
start.
What are you sorry for? I
I'm
banged my
sorry.
elbow, which I am so sorry.
I'm sorry. There's the start of our card.
Distracting you with such great crafting.
I
didn't
know. So this could
Oh.
be, that could be the spine of a book. You know, if you've been doing your memory books, that could be the spine of your book.
Yeah.
Really pretty. And then inside then, you can open it up to have all your pretty little things inside. If you wanted to put another crease on there, I'm creasing this on the DL line. As I said, I would normally use a smaller scoring tool, but it doesn't really matter. As long as I've got a score line there, it will be fine. But these could be shorter, and that then makes the centre pop.
Ah, there we go. So you've got
We
lots
did
of
get
possibilities with that one, haven't
Yeah.
you?
Another possibility I did was, I won't cut all this one, I will just run it through, was a trifold card.
Nice.
Ooh.
But that one then will just sit on the front.
Yeah.
So I've scored on the DL, then I've turned it around and I've just scored a tiny little bit top and bottom on the DL line. And then I've cut my arc die first and then cut the pattern die in. So I know that is going to sit perfectly on the DL line. And that is your trifold.
Lovely.
Another way you could do it, sorry, I'm on a roll now. This could be the top of your card.
Oh, it's like
So,
a header fold.
As a header.
It's a cool idea.
So if you had, if it was, no matter what size your card is, it could be an A4 card folded in half. Put your little lines in first, where you want the fold to be, and then put your other dies in. So there's a couple of ideas for you there.
Cool.
I think that's it for these.
It is.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
There we go,
That's
guys.
it.
Hopefully that's answered a few of your questions for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't forget now, pop anything in. We'll do another one in 2 weeks. Which
I got
will-
one more quick one.
Okay.
Sheila was struggling, sorry, Sheila was struggling, this is for Sheila Empson. She was struggling with her waterfall cards and she wasn't getting the mechanism. Looking at the photo you've shown on Facebook, Sheila, you haven't put your tab in. You need to put that tab in first on the base card. And you did say then about this little bit here being a little bit plain. You can put another layering shape there, but it does sometimes interfere with the mechanism. But what I would use, that's your secret message. That's where you put your greeting.
If you are struggling in any way with the waterfall card mechanism in particular, that we have done, well, Alison has done a video and it's up on our YouTube channel now as well. I think it's just called Basic Waterfall Card Mechanism, something like that.
Post it in the comments.
Post it in the comments, and also it will be in the playlist you get when we should have had an email with all the inspiration in as well. So if you are struggling with that, please head over to our YouTube channel and go over there then as well. Should be on there.
There you go.
As always.
So that's it.
That's it for today, guys. So another 2 weeks now, so 2 weeks today. And that will be the day before my final day in the office for Christmas.
Ooh.
That will be my final day in the office.
Oh, it's exciting.
I know, we'll all be
Oh,
Christmas
festive
soon.
show of all.
Festive show.
We'll go for a festive.
Christmas
We will probably be doing quite a few festive. What are you pointing
prize
at?
box.
So please get in
The prize
festive
box.
ones for our last show before Christmas. Prize box. So yesterday's prize was these lovely papers and cards.
Mhm.
They're gorgeous.
5 packs there for you guys.
Christmassy ones
And
minus the pink one.
Today's prize is on your special day embossing folder and die set. So
Woo!
this is Tuesday's prize. That's going in the box.
Oh, also, did
Comment
we
on any live
comment on any
video.
live?
No particular
No.
phrase or
No,
not going
just
for
comment
that.
on any live video
Just
and
say
you're
whatever
entered.
you want then.
Yeah.
As long as you comment, you are in with the run-in and it will be announced on Friday, is it?
Exactly. Yes.
Jodie is on 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep.
So don't miss that. And we have
Floral
And
affections.
she's got a new show. And I know you're going to love them.
Yeah.
Floral
Um,
affections are lovely.
do-
They're really, really pretty, and you could pretty
You
much
can't
use them
avoid.
for anything. Really well.
Oh,
Any time
they're
of year,
just
they're beautiful.
gorgeous. If
Yeah,
you want
so
to
don't
share a
miss
bit
it.
of love, then these are what you want.
Share a bit of love in your heart.
Join us tomorrow as well
Yeah.
for live
Yeah.
at
Lives.
4.
Giving you a sneak peek of the launch
Yep.
and showing you a little something before Jodie takes the stage and shows everything.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
I think Jodie might be doing a wine time today. I'm not
Yeah,
100%
might.
sure, but check her Facebook page to have a look, see if she is doing so. Penguin. Fine. All right. So yeah, check out her
Anyway.
Facebook page for more information on that then as well. And yeah, join us for a live tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Yes.
For our floral affection.
But
Sneak
enjoy
peek.
the rest of your day.
Yes.
And we'll see you soon, guys. Don't forget,
See you-
get
yeah.
your demos into us.
Yeah.
Christmassy ones.
Christmas.